Yeah, good afternoon. In this session, I'm just going to discuss the various research grants which was given from national wide and international agencies. Uh, can you go for the next slide, please? Yeah. Research funding is a term covering any funding for scientific research in the area of both hard science technology and social sciences. Sources of refunding research funding may be a corporation or government. Usually, when it is a corporation, we used to call it as consultation, and if it is government-wise, we used to say it as a project proposals. So we are going to now talk about the government-based research funding potentials. Some amounts of scientific research are carried out apart from these corporation and government, we have some charitable foundations also. They are also giving some amount for new researches. So this is like between 1.5 to 3% of total GDP for a developed countries, not for India. We are sure that in India we are not having this much of impact. Even 1.5 to 3% of GDP related to research funding is a big deal for deal in India. The next slide, please. So government funding researches. So here I'm going to talk about the entire worldwide government funding researches. It's not just in India alone. So many government of developed countries provide considerable funds for scientific research as well as the social science research. It can be a basic science, or it can be apart from that you can have some related to new technology, product development and commercialization. So most of our research works are just going with papers alone. After completing the project proposals, we'll just like that we will leave as a paper to our institute where we are working, and to the project and to the funding agencies. What we are doing, that project completion status will be given to them, just like that, telling that this many papers has been published in national and international conferences and journals. Apart from that, what we have to do is that should result in a commercializable product. So we should have our results to be commercialized and should come as a product. I have a very similar kind of experience. As I said, 3 years before I got money and all, I have completed one telemedicine based diabetic monitoring system, which I call it as InDiaptel. It is nothing but India telemedicine, in India diabetes and telemedicine, or you can say diabetes in telemedicine. So that kind of product name we have fixed, and that is commercialized. That has been patented and that has been commercialized with a systems called TMI Systems Bangalore. They are a very startup kind of business. So we have commercialized. I have transferred all the technologies to TMI system. So they have commercialized my product with a name called InDiaptel, which is a non-invasive based diabetic telemedicine system. So we should come at the end. It should not complete just like with papers alone. It has to be commercialized. So that is what our objective should be. Can I go for the next slide? Yes. So as I said, I'm going to discuss about the various research funding potentials all over the world. Say for example, US for biomedical alone, they are giving National Institute of Health. It's just purely for biomedical research. Apart from biomedical research, it's non-medical field of science and engineering. They are using National Science Foundation. So these are the two funding agencies in America, in US. One for biomedical research alone, and the next one is for National Science Foundation, which is for non-medical field of science and engineering. In Canada, they have Canada Foundation for Innovation, that is for research infrastructures. It's not just for funding or not for just our conceptual presentation. It is for infrastructure development. And apart from that, we have Canadian Institute of Health Research. This is purely related with disease prediction and diagnosis. So Canadian Institute of Health Research is only for that. Canadian Foundation of Innovation is for development of research infrastructure. And we have for genomics, we have Genome Canada, and we have National Science of Engineering and Research. Apart from that, we have networks of centers for excellence. This is in partnership with university, government, and industries. All the combination of everything. It is like we can ask for centers of excellence. So this is purely for center for excellence. And apart from that, we have innovations. If we have some conceptual proposal, that can be given with the Ministry of Research and Innovation. So these are the various funding agencies which is given in US and in Canada. Can I go for the next slide, please? And in UK, it is like Arts and Humanities Research Council. Apart from biomedical or apart from engineering field, they also they are also asking arts peoples and humanities people to go with funding kind of agencies. So Arts and Humanities Research Council. Then we have Engineering and Physical Research Council, Natural Environmental Council, Biotechnology and Biological Sciences. So this is related with the tissue engineering, that is bioengineering. It's not related with the biomedical here. Biotechnology and Biological Sciences Research. For biomedical, especially we have two things. One is Medical Research Council and Science and Technology Facilities Council charities. Science and technology, though it is generalized, one can also propose their project in science and technology. Also, specifically, if you want to have medical research, we can go with the Medical Research Council. This is in UK. Coming to Ireland, it is Irish Research Council for Science, Engineering and Technology, and for Humanities and Social Science, they have Irish Research Council, and we have Science Foundation Ireland. Except in India, the other governments, other foreign countries, they are also they want arts and science peoples and other humanities people, basic science people to come with proposal and to have their own products. But in India, we have only for science, technology related of things. They don't entertain for much on science and much on basic arts and humanities. Though we have basic science, we do not concentrate much on arts and humanities. Can I go for the next slide, please? And in Switzerland, we have Swiss National Science Foundation and Innovation Promotion Agencies. In Netherlands, we have Netherlands organized, which is called as NWO. And can you go for the next slide, please? Coming apart from these many countries, in general, international funding agencies are American Academy in Rome, Association of Commonwealth Universities. See, Commonwealth, they have an association, they have an university also. We can also go with, we can also propose our project to Association of Commonwealth Universities. It is not necessary that that country people alone can enter. There are some funding agencies where they entertain only for their citizens. These international funding agencies which I have listed here, anyone can do it. Even being an Indian, we can also go with this international funding agencies. We have British Council, we have British Institute of in Eastern Africa. We have Canaan Foundation. See, Canaan Foundation, then Toyota Foundation. It's all like the Ford Foundation. It's a charitable trust. As I was mentioning in the first slide, apart from government and corporations, there are some charitable trusts which offers funding for good or innovative projects. So these are some of the examples like Ford, Toyota, and we have Canon. So these are the external agencies. and we have social science and humanities. In India, yes, sir. For the next slide, please. In India, we have. I'm just going to list out various funding agencies that too related with government agencies, all bolded and red colored agencies are specifically for biomedical applications. So some of them are AICT. Most of us we know AICT, we know CSIR, we know DRDO, and DAE is in general. It is not for biomedical, and we have Ayush, we have DBT, and the Coal and Minister of Earth Sciences. In general, we have DST, DSIR, and see, we always go with the CSIR, but there is an department called Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, where we can even go for industrial proposals also. We have metrological, we have ISRO, we have Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. In that we have DIETY, DEITY, which is formerly called as Department of Information and Technology. Now it becomes, they have changed their name as Department of Electronics and Information Technology as DIETY, DEITY, which comes under Ministry of Communications and Information Technology. Can you go for the next slide, please? Yeah, apart from this, we have Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So these are some of the things where we do not have much scope. See, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, they don't entertain much proposals. Water resources also, they are not having much proposals. But UGC they are giving, and DIT, as I said, Department of Information Technology, which is changed as Department of Electronics Information Technology, which comes under MOCHT. And we have Ministry of Environment and Forests, Food Processing Industries, Ministry of New and Renewable Energies, Ministry of Power, Central Power Research Institute, CPRI. Even CPRI, when it is related with power and energy smart monitoring systems, we can go with CPRI funding agencies. Can you go for the next slide, please? Yeah, specifically about UGC, I just wanted to tell you in the next forthcoming slides, I'm going to mention about each and every funding agencies and what are the schemes they are doing it, what are the objectives, and the contact address. So coming to the first one, it is UGC. Most of us know that it's an university grant commission which strives to promote teaching and research in emerging areas in humanities, social science, language, literature, pure sciences, engineering and technology, pharmacy, medical, and agricultural sciences. In general, they have a scheme called major and minor research projects. It can be a major project or it can be a minor research project. Their objective is to promote the excellence in research in any of the fields, either it may be humanities, social science, engineering, technology, anything. So it comes under Government of India, and the contact address for UGC is the Secretary, UGC, New Delhi. I think the website is also given. You can use this for UGC related work. Coming to AICT, AICT now it's said to be All India Council for Technical Education. See, as of till today, or till this year, till this financial year, we may be having two different kind of bodies, UGC and AICT. Now there is I'm sure there is going to be a change. I think we would have seen in advertisements and in the social media, they are telling that they are going to combine all these things and they are going to name it as a single source. So most probably after the forthcoming year, because they have started now they have started giving the funding, giving fund for various proposals. Till this year, I am sure there will be two different bodies. After then, they may change it. So AICT, we have so many schemes. First scheme is said to be MODROP, which is nothing but Modernization and Removal of Obsolescence Scheme. This is just to equip our institution with some infrastructure facilities. Either it may be a lab or it may be some workshops or computing facilities. A maximum funding of 15 lakhs with 2 years will be given. So this is said to be MODROP. The aim or contemporary lab work, relevant project work, and indirect benefits to faculty and students. So apart from MODROP, we have another scheme called RPS, which is research promotion scheme, which aims to create research ambience by promoting research in technical disciplines. So this is purely for research, and MODRAP is purely for modern infrastructural facilities. Can you go for the next slide, please? Apart from these two, we have the third one called Industry Institute Interaction Scheme, which has Industry Institute Partnerships Cell or Entrepreneurship Development Cell or National Facility in Engineering and Technology with Industrial Collaboration or Nationally Coordinated Project, NCP projects. So each and everything has some objectives. Say for example, IIPC, it is to establish a good liaison between industry and institute. It is going to be a bridge between industry and academia by encouraging these things. You can conduct industrial training programs. By getting amount, we can do all these things. We can have a very good interaction with industries. And entrepreneurship development, you can become a self-employment. One can become an entrepreneur after completing our project. If we have a very good project, if we have a good prototype, so that prototype can be we can ourselves we can become an entrepreneur and do some business kind of things. And so the area of research for everything, it's all related with engineering and technology, architecture, architect or town planning management, pharmacy, hotel, everything comes under these schemes. So the contact address is also given for AICTE. Can I go for the next slide? Yeah, the contact address is AICTE. We have New Delhi. New Delhi, its email address and phone number is also given. Coming to the next thing is CSIR. Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. CSIR is the scheme. Various schemes of CSIR are. It starts from travel grant. We have a travel grant. We have symposium grant. We have an award which is named as Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize. This is purely for science and technology. And we have research grants. We have Emirates scientists. We have visiting associateship. If you want to have some associateship outside, we can, for that also they are granting. Apart from this, we have research schemes. As I said, we have sponsored schemes. Some of the research fellow and associateships are CSIR Young Scientist Award, recognition of excellence. We have Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize. We have Senior Research Associateship Award, Fellowship Award. We have Shama Prasad Mukherjee Fellowship Award. And other science and technology promotion programs like, as I said, CSIR for young leadership, and we have sponsored schemes and research schemes. Can you go for the next slide? Yeah, this is specifically for Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar. See, the prize in each and every year for outstanding contribution to science and technology. If you think that you have done a very good outstanding performance in your career, you can apply for this prize, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize, which has a value of ₹5 lakh, are awarded annually for a notable and outstanding research. Either it may be a biological or chemical, even our biomedical and physical sciences. We have in each and every field they are giving a price of worth ₹5 lakhs. Any citizen of India engaged in research in this field can apply. The age limit is 45 years, and overseas citizenship and the Indian origin. The person who is having Indian origin can also apply for this prize. And this is for research grant. This is for given for professors and experts in regular employment in the university. Either it may be IITs or some other private institutions. So we have an investigators, that is principal investigators, which should be working in a government research laboratories. We should have some collaboration with them. CSIR, say for example, I am working in VIT. Though I can directly apply for CSIR, but I should have a collaborator with some government laboratories. Either it may be a hospital or it may be an institution. We should have a very good collaboration with them. The amount will be given only to the laboratories or the government institution, not to us, not to the private institution. That is a drawback of CSIR kind of research grants. So application for research grants can be submitted at any time during the year, but we should have a collaboration with government labs. So that's an issue in for research CSIR fund. Yeah. Next slide. And apart from this, we have CSIR Junior Research Fellow and Senior Research Fellow. Junior Research Fellow, for every year it is 12,000 per month for a period of 2 years. And completion of this JRF, a stipend may be increased to 14,000 for the subsequent 3rd year. And CSIR, in the sense, the eligibility is BTech, whereas for JRF it can be either a BTech or below. BSc is also applied. Hello. Yeah, for CSIR senior researchship, we have an age limit till 32 for an SRF. As I said, for CSIR juniorship, we have 12,000, and here it is 14,000. Now I think last year they have increased to 20,000 also. Can I go for the next slide, please? Next slide, please. Yes. So this is the one which most of us used to send. Department of Science and Technology. Various schemes. The schemes are Deep Continental Studies, Himalayan. See, let us not go in depth about the other field. I'm just going to discuss about our engineering field alone. Instrument Development Program, International S&T Corporation, Joint Technology Project under STAC, or we can have a Program Advisory Committee on Earth Science. We have SCRC, we have SCRB, we have SSP like Science and Society Program, we have State Science and Technology Program, we have Technology Development Program. See, TDP and IDP are more important to biomedical field. I had applied IDP and I got sanction only in Instrument Development Program. Even for conceptual ideas, for that kind of project proposal also, money is sanctioned. If it is a very good project proposal, they are sanctioning a good amount. At the end, it has to be commercialized. Till last date, they are seeing each and every progress. They want to have each and every progress. At the end, they wanted to transfer the technology to some industries, and even after technology transfer, they are asking how many products you have so far you have sold out. So till that end, they are having a very good follow-up. So IDP, Instrumentation Development Program, TDP, Technology Development Program are very important, and very good good amount is given by these two schemes, and the contact address is also given here. Can I go for the next slide, please? Yeah, this is one of the other very good scheme called WOS scheme, which is purely applicable only for women's scheme. It is only for women's. Women scientists and technologists between an age of 27 to 57 can apply with minimum 2 years break in their career. If there is a break also, they are giving amount. One of my student, one of my research scholar, she has applied and she has got 30 lakhs of money from this DST WOS A scheme. So we have to log on to their portal, and it is under Department of Science and Technology. The main aim of this DST WOS is to help women scientists who have a break in career to get back into the mainstream work. Though they have a break in career, they can go with they can get back to their work. For them, a good amount of amount will be given for a good project proposals. Yeah. Next slide, please. So when can this WOS throughout the year? There is no last date for submission. Throughout the year, the project proposal can be sent to Dr. Sanjay Mishra, the Department of Science and Technology. There is a very good option for women who have some break in their career. Yeah, next slide, please. As I said, we know about CSIR. There is another good department funding agency is Department of Science and Industrial Research, DSIR. Their schemes are they have two schemes. One is technology promotion. The second one is development and utilization program and its components. So most probably technology promotions, it is nothing but which is for product commercialization. The objective is to promote and support industry efforts towards R&D. So this is purely for industrial research. It's not related with basic science or biomedical. If you have a very good concept related to industry, we can go with DSIR, Department of Scientific and Research, Industrial Research. They encourage R&D system industry cooperation. They generate good capacity for the development and utilization of digital information resources. So this is purely for industry based project proposals. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, these are the objectives are implemented through the following 6 component schemes. As I was said, initially I said two things. One is industry R&D and the other components. We have these are the schemes by DSIR: Industrial R&D Promotion Scheme, Technology Development and Demonstration Program, Technopreneur Promotion Program, Technology Management Program, International Technology Transfer Program, then Consultancy Promotion Program, Technology Information Facility Program. I think you can understand from the name itself where we can, based on our requirement and need, we can go with these schemes. If you have a very good technology transfer, international level, if you have a very good collaboration with some industries, we can go with the international technology transfer program. So all these things can be done with the help of DSIR. Their contact address is also given. Yes, then ICMR, which is nothing but Indian Council of Medical Research. Their schemes are ad hoc research scheme. This is the one which usually many people used to submit their research proposals. So ad hoc research scheme, it's an open-ended research on the basis of application for grant in aid received from scientists in non-ICMR research institute located in different parts of our country. ICMR, though I was telling about CSIR, very similar to that. Even for ICMR, if you have a very good collaboration with the central government-based institutions, we have a very good chance of getting a good amount of funding through ICMR and the CSIR. And we have a senior research fellowship and junior research fellowship, and we have Emirates medical scientist schemes. This is for retired medical scientists and teachers. That scheme is purely for retired medical scientists and teachers. Yeah, can I go for the next slide? Apart from this, there are other research activities also. ICMR International Fellowship in Indian Biomedical Scientists, ICMR Financial Assistance to MD. If there is doctors, if they have to continue for their higher educations, they can opt this. There are grant in aid for symposium, seminars and workshop. They have short-term research studentship program and national task force projects. If say the national task force projects is emphasize a time-bound and goal-oriented approach with clearly defined targets, specific time frames, standardized and uniform methodologies, and often a multi-centric structure. If you have that kind of proposal, we can go with the national task force projects. Their contact address is also given. Yeah, can I go for the next slide? ICMR director address is given, and this is for Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. As I said before, In this we have Department of Information Technology, which is now changed as DIETY, DEITY, which is nothing but Department of Electronics and Information Technology. They are giving various schemes like microelectronics and nano technology development program. They have Technology Development Council. They have strategic electronics. They have components and material development. If you want only for components and materials, for material development, for that also they have they are funding. They are funding specifically for electronics in health. All biomedical related things can be given in this program. Electronics in health. They have human interface, computer interface. They have e-commerce. They have telemedicines. They have photonics. They have specifically for industrial applications. They have the area of research. As I said, based on our own area of research, we can use this many number of schemes. Their address for DIETY and MOCIT is given here. It comes under Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. The contact address is given. I think this is how these are the various funding agencies, national wide and international wide. I just wanted to conclude with this statement. The greatest risk is in science is to stop taking risk. If you stop taking risk, that is the biggest or the greatest risk. In science, we should never stop taking risk. We have to apply, we have to do something, we have to get the output, we have to commercialize, we have to transfer. All this risk has to be taken. The greatest mistake will be like if you stop taking risk. And at the end, I just wanted to say the success is sweet. If you taste the success, it will be sweet, but the secret of that success will be sweat. So if there is no sweat, there is no sweet. So sweat is the secret, and sweet is our success. I want everyone to taste the sweet in succeeding in your career. And references which I made for the entire these are the references I have used for my entire presentation. Thank you very much to the management and to the coordinators, organizers,